Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic. What did a fictional character say that stuck with you? You can't keep blaming yourself. Just blame yourself once and move on. Homer Simpson. One of the wisest pieces of advice I've ever heard. The worst day of your life so far. Truly the wisest American to ever grace television. Today me will live in the moment unless it's unpleasant, in which case me will eat a cookie. Cookie Monster. Edit. I've waken up to all these upvotes and rewards. Thank you so much and love you all and centimeter. Edit -2. Also, now that I've inspired a centimeter religion, my life is done. I felt that. I never thought that I would seriously consider creating a religion of Cookie Monster's teachings. Removed. Reminds me of the Theos quote. I know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the legs to jelly. I ask you, to what end? Dread it. Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. I like the other popular Theos quote. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Winnie the Pooh, A.A. Milne. I'm a grown-ass man, and reading the end of House of Pooh Corner left me feeling a kind of way I can't even describe. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days, before you've actually left them. Andrew Bernard, aka the Nard Dog. This quote actually made my friend start saying this is the good old days guys whenever it's a really nice moment and there's a lull, and I love it so much. Edit. Gotta say I wasn't expecting Reddit to ship me with my best friend and tell me to have sex with him today, yet here we are. Also, thanks for popping my platinum cherry, this is a good old day. Sucky at something is the first step being sorta good at something. Jake the dog. See this cup? This is literally my favorite cup. Hucks it out the window, now it's gone forever, so it's not real and I don't care about it anymore. Then snakes his arm out the window real quick to grab the cup. Many that live deserve death. And some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them? Then do not be too eager to deal out death in judgment. Gandalf, Lord of the Rings. And another great Gandalf quote. Frodo, I wish none of this had happened, I wish the ring had never come to me, so do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All you have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to you. Really meaningful quote. Lord of the Rings and Tolkien just have a lot of great, deep and memorable quotes. Edit. Thank you so much for the silver nice stranger. My first award. Edit 2. Whoosh, thank you so much for the platinum sweet stranger. My favorite Gandalf quote is, yet such is oft the course of deeds that move the wheels of the world, small hands do them because they must, while the eyes of the great are elsewhere. Really puts a lot of those books in perspective when you realize that man spent several months in a trench at the Somme. Probably saw a lot of undeserving men die. Not only that, but his entire friend group died. He was very close with a group of 4 or 5 men from his university, and they all died. I think about that from time to time, and reflect on how very lucky I am to not have to worry about that. When you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all. God on Futurama. This is the key to change management. Oh, I thought the key to change management was attending a weekly meeting, chasing down approvers who aren't even remotely qualified to approve what is changing, filling out checklists, submitting tickets, and then chasing down approvers again because your window is coming up and it still isn't approved. Maybe I've been doing it wrong though. Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. Wesley in The Princess Bride. Yes, exactly. My favorite line from the movie / book The Princess Bride was we'll never survive. Nonsense. You're only saying that because no one ever has. That one stuck with me for a while. Never half-ass 2 things. Whole-ass 1 thing. I'm Ron fucking Swanson. Excuse you. Confidence, it's the food of the wise man but the liquor of the fool. Vikram The Office. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better, Vikram. Pam. Edit. Wow, my first silver thanks Anon and of course Pam. Vikram immediately leaves the series forever. Pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame. Uncle Ira, Avatar, The Last Airbender. Almost everything Uncle Ira says can fit this. Honestly, this thread should be 90% Uncle Ira quotes. Prince Tuco, you must look inside yourself to save yourself from your other self. Only then will your true self reveal itself. Tuco as Ira. Tuco, it's time we had a talk about your hair. It's gone too far. Definitely Ira, according to my sources. My cabbages. The cabbage merchant. What is the most important step a man can take? Always the next step. Daily Arcoli. Edit, from Oathbridger, Book 3 of the Stormlight Archive, written by Brandon Sanderson. Accept your pain, but do not accept that you deserved it. Hoyd. Journey before destination, Dahlia said. It cannot be a journey if it doesn't have a beginning. I will take responsibility for what I have done, Dahlia whispered. If I must fall, I will rise each time a better man. Sometimes a hypocrite is just a man in the process of changing. Dahlia is full of fucky wisdom, dude. And don't get me started on that ass. You know, it's at times like this, when I'm trapped in an airlock with a man from Beetlejuice, and about to die of asphyxiation in deep space, that I really wish I'd listened to what my mother told me when I was young. Why, what did she tell you? I don't know, I didn't listen. Arthur Dent. Honestly, anything written by Adams is pure gold. I think my personal favorite quote is right at the start, in the beginning the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and been widely regarded as a bad move. My doctor says that I have a malformed public duty gland and a natural deficiency in moral fiber, he muttered to himself, and that I am therefore excused from saving universes. There's no geographical solution to a spiritual problem, Tony Soprano replying to someone who wanted to get away from it all. Edit, thanks for the gold and silver, 0. You can change your ground, but you can't change your sky. Heard that once in a movie a long time ago and it always stuck. Not everything is a lesson. Sometimes, you just fail. Dwight K. Schrute. Alternatively, will I get over it? No. But life goes on. It is possible to commit no errors, and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you're hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Rocky Balboa. Edit, thanks for the gold. That is a hell of a fucking quote. The whole speech he makes to his son is amazing. If you want to know what a man's like, judge him on the way he treats his inferiors, not his equals. Sirius Black. Always really stuck with me because I really think it's pretty solid advice. The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it, or learn from it. Rafiki, the Lion King. It doesn't matter, it's in the past. Gets hit with staff, what did you do that for? It doesn't matter, it's in the past. Best Lion King character hands down. Every day it gets a little easier. You just have to do it every day, that's the hard part, but it does get easier. Running the Hill Monkey in BoJack Horseman. For me it was a character, I won't name who, saying, you know, it's funny. When you're looking through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags. That line actually made me pause the show and really think about this girl I was seeing. I always keep it in mind now. Also from the same series, you can't keep doing these shitty things and feel sorry for yourself like that makes it okay. You have to do better. Fuck man. What else is there to say? I can answer this thread with so many quotes from BoJack alone. A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. Agent K, Men in Black. 1500 years ago, everybody knew that the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew that the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that humans were alone on this planet. Imagine what you'll know tomorrow. It's not out of this world profound or anything, but that whole scene on the bench was so good, it was almost out of place in the movie. Not to say MIB wasn't good. I'd trade it all for a little more. CM. Burns. I saw some of my friends become big and they don't even answer calls and don't have an honest reply for a question. I remember this quote and it is incredible. Friends, family, religion, these are the three demos you must slay if you wish to succeed in business. CM Burns. I don't know how many years I got left on this earth, so I'm gonna get real weird with it. Frank Reynolds. Meanwhile, block the wind. I'm gonna roast this bone. An old friend once told me something that gave me great comfort. Something he had read. He said that Mozart, Beethoven, and Chopin never died. They simply became music. Drive. Robert Ford, Westworld. A ton of what he said stuck with me. There is no threshold that makes us greater than the sum of our parts, no Eiffel point at which we become fully alive. We can't define consciousness because consciousness does not exist. Humans fancy that there's something special about the way we perceive the world, and yet we live in loops as tight and as closed as the hosts do, seldom questioning our choices, content, for the most part, to be told what to do next.